fun mix of raw power, stubbornness, and surprising versatility. They're not just big, lumbering brutes. One of the coolest things is how differently each bear-themed Zord is portrayed across the franchise. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, 1995, Aisha's Bear Ninja Zord is fast, agile, and surprisingly stealthy, not what you'd expect from a bear. It can scale mountains and launch into combat with big swipes rather than just tanking hits. In Power Rangers Wild Force, the Black and Polar Bear Wild Zords are twins, literally a tag team. They fight together in perfect sync and can form massive gauntlets for the Megazord, turning it into a close combat powerhouse. In Power Rangers Ninja Storm, the Samurai Star Bear Zord from Cam's Samurai Star Chopper upgrade proves a bear can also fly. Yes, a bear that becomes part of an aerial Megazord formation. The interesting part? Across Super Sentai, the Japanese source, bear mecha are often given nurturing or protective personalities, almost parent-like, reflecting the cultural image of bears as guardians rather than just beasts. When adapted to Power Rangers, that's toned down into raw muscle, but traces of it remain. Bear Zords almost expand each Bear Zord story, adding extra flavor about how they fit into their seasons, the symbolism behind them, and how they contribute to their Rangers' journeys. This will give you the fullest, most immersive look at these 5 bear-themed Zords. 21. Ninja Bear Zord Series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3. Deeper Origins. When the original Dinozords and Thunderzords were destroyed by Rito Revolto, the Rangers needed new powers. They sought out Ninjor, the creator of the original Power Coins, who gave them the power of the Ninja Zords. The Bear Zord represented raw strength and an indomitable spirit, perfectly matching Aisha's heart, brave, protective, and strong-willed. Why Aisha? Aisha Campbell was the second Yellow Ranger, chosen for her compassion and courage. She stepped in for Trini and carried that legacy forward with fierce loyalty. The Bear Zord is more than a machine. It's a mystical spirit that bonds with its pilot's personality. The bear's courage mirrors Aisha's unshakable faith in her friends. Later lore. In expanded fan lore and comic tie-ins, Aisha marries Zach Taylor, the original Black Ranger. They have a daughter, Nina Daisy Taylor, who inherits the Yellow Ranger mantle in the next generation. Nina bonds with the same Bear Zord, showing how the Zord spirit can protect a Ranger family across generations, like a guardian spirit. Role in the Ninja Megazord. The Bear Zord forms the upper torso, symbolizing the heart and backbone of the Megazord. Without it, the Ninja Megazord would lack its core strength and durability. When the Rangers face Lord Zedd's or Rita's new monsters, the Bear Zord's power helps them tank hits and deliver crushing finishing moves. 2. Polar Bear Wild Zord, Series Power Rangers Wild Force, Spirit and Wild Force connection. Wild Force is all about the bond between humans and animal spirits that protect the Earth. The Polar Bear Wild Zord was one of these sacred guardians. Living in the Arctic regions, it came to the Animarium, the floating island sanctuary, to aid the Rangers in times of great danger. Symbolic power. The Polar Bear Zord represents endurance and the quiet strength needed to survive the harshest climates. This ties beautifully to Danny Delgado, the gentle giant Yellow Ranger. Danny's inner strength is often hidden beneath his shy, soft-spoken personality. The Polar Bear Zord draws out his courage, showing that true power doesn't need to roar. Unique twist, human form. This Zord can disguise itself as a young boy, inspired by legends of spirit animals taking human form to guide lost travelers. In the show, this allows the polar bear to connect emotionally with Danny and help him understand his place in his balance. Combining power, the Polar Bear Zord often works with the Black Bear Zord to form the arms or additional armor of the Konga Zord, one of Wild Force's strongest formations. The freezing attacks it brings make it a perfect counter to fire-based org monsters. 3. Black Bear Wild Zord, Series Power Rangers Wild Force. The Black Bear Zord is the spiritual sibling of the Polar Bear Zord, a yin and yang idea that adds depth to the Wild Force theme. They represent duality, light-dark, cold-warm, north-south. Some stories suggest they appear together when the Rangers must balance opposing forces in nature. Human spirit form. Just like the Polar Bear Zord, the Black Bear guises itself as a human, usually an older brother figure or warrior. This spiritual disguise allows it to teach Danny about brotherhood, family, and reconciliation, reflecting the personal journeys many Wild Force Rangers face. Role in the Conga Zord. The black bear Zord often pairs with the polar bear to unleash devastating double attacks. Imagine a Megazord delivering a massive double bear paw punch that shatters a villain's armor. Together, they channel raw wilderness energy. For Bear Crawler. Series, Power Rangers RPM. Post-apocalyptic tech, RPM's world is a bleak, machine-dominated wasteland. Humanity surviving domed cities while Venjix's army of robot drones prowls outside. Zords in this era are hybrids of animal instincts and military vehicles, like Mad Max meets Power Rangers. Why the Bear Crawler is perfect for summer. Summer lands down, the RPM Yellow Ranger is an heiress turned rebel warrior. Her strength comes from her sense of responsibility to protect the last survivors of humanity. The Bear Crawler's tank-like design matches her grounded yet unstoppable approach to fighting Venjix's hordes. Design. Picture a massive armored vehicle that looks like a mechanical grizzly. It rolls on heavy-duty treads, its front claws ready to crush and dig through enemy fortresses. It's like a bear on tank treads, unstoppable in any terrain. Combining role, the Bear Crawler forms the legs of the high-octane Megazord. Its huge wheels and treads give the Megazord stability and traction, while its drills and claws add powerful close quarter. 5. Bear Folding Zord. Series, Power Rangers Samurai. Origami influence. Samurai Zords are inspired by origami, known as folding Zords. This gives each Zord an elegant, mystical quality. The Bear Folding Zord folds out from a simple paper talisman into a massive armored bear spirit, a perfect match for samurai tradition. Why Mike pilots it. Mike, the Green Samurai Ranger, is the laid-back jokester of the team, but is resourceful and adaptable when the chips are down. Just like a bear that seems lazy but is secretly powerful and clever, he uses the Bear Zord's strength to protect his friends in battle. Combining function. In the Samurai Megazord, the Bear Folding Zord usually forms an arm or a piece of protective armor. Its strength gives the Megazord extra power for finishing moves, like a giant bear claw slash. What makes Bear Zords special? 1. Protection. Every Bear Zord acts as a shield or a core piece of a Megazord. The bear always protects the heart of the formation. 2. Strength plus endurance. From freezing Arctic storms to tank treads to mystical ninja strength, the Bear Zords embody nature's unstoppable force. 3. Spiritual symbolism. Many Bear Zords, like the polar and black bears, have the power to appear human, reflecting how humans and nature are intertwined. For legacy, the Ninja Bear Zord and the Wild Zords especially show how bear spirits pass through generations of rangers, teaching them about courage, family, and resilience.